All right, girl, let's talk about deadlifts right now. So, biggest thing that I'm seeing here still is I want to get to bracing, of course, in this video, but the main thing that I want to point out first off and foremost is this position right here. Right here is where the bar starts to get away from you and you start pushing your legs back to try and lock them out before you even are close to your lockout. Then at the top, it becomes really hard for you to lock out and becomes more of a pulling mechanic that you end up locking out with because your legs are so far out of each lift. And that's why you have that kind of reverb snap back in at the top of each rep. To avoid that, you can keep your shins closer to the bar, keep your knees driving forward longer throughout each rep. You see, even here on the 225, you have to snap those quads back forward. Once the bar passes your knees, you should be grinding up against your leg to the point where your knees stay forward long enough for you to get enough quad power into your lift for you to be able to maximize force production power. Again, you're going to see right here that at the start of your rep, your legs start going back immediately at the beginning. So that forces the bar to be away from your body and not up against it. And therefore, your shoulders are going over the bar and your lats and your low back become more impactful in the pull mechanic of this lift because you're forcing the weight away from you and you're forcing those mechanics to take over at the top of each rep. So instead of this, you should be with the bar, proud chest, and pushing through that floor, keeping those knees forward, even till you're like halfway up your thighs, right? You want that quad power to initiate all throughout every single repetition. And that comes from staying a little bit forward. Just in that last repetition right there, it was a lot better. The ladder reps in this set were much better. You could tell the knees were driving forward longer. But again, I just want to hark on this one more time. And we take a look at this repetition right here. Obviously, I have the pause frame coming up. But you can tell the knees start going back and you have to do a full RDL with that much weight. Sucks when it's, especially when it's closer, 315 technically should be working weight, yes. But when it's closer to top ends, like when you're in percentages of your 1 rep max for working weight and you're out of sync with your mechanics and your cues, it's going to be that much harder and be a very extremely heavy RDL. It's usually the reason why people experience some lower back tightness, glute stiffness, and are unable to get it done because every 7 days you're doing the same thing to your glute and your low back. So hopefully this helps and will help you break down your lift as you go forward and watch yourself.